Now, the death toll in the Londiani Junction road accident has risen to 51 after 2 more bodies were retrieved from under the wreckage of the trailer. A total of 9 vehicles were involved in the accident, including a truck that lost control and rammed into private vehicles and at least 4 matatus. The injured are currently recuperating in various hospitals in Kericho and Nakuru counties. Rose Wangoi has the details.
The Friday 7 p.m. evening accident involved a truck that was traveling from Nakuru towards Kericho that lost control, rammed into several matatus, private vehicles and motorcycles before landing in a ditch. The truck also crashed into hawkers selling roasted maize, vegetables, cabbages and oranges by the roadside. According to Kericho County Health Executive, a total of 51 bodies have been received at the Kericho County Hospital and Londiani Sub-County Hospital mortuaries as of Saturday morning. Several Nissan matatus were damaged beyond recognition during the evening accident.
Tunafanya uchunguzi, hatuwezi kujua haswa kitu gani kilitokea kwa sababu kuna ripoti tofauti na iwapo baada ya uchunguzi basi hatua ambazo zinatakana zitachukuliwa.
County government ya Kericho inunue shamba hapa junction ili watu waondoke kwa barabara. Kwa sababu hili janga limetababishwa kwa sababu ya watu kuuzia kwa barabara. Bams iwekwa kuanzia kule Jubat. Kwa sababu kama ingewekwa kule Jubat, huyu dereva angeangusha gari kule juu. Angekuja kuua watu hapa.
Heavy rains hindered rescue operations which were being carried out by the police and Kenya Red Cross volunteers. More than 60 people were rushed to different hospitals in Londiani, Kericho and Nakuru where they are currently receiving treatment. Authorities have commenced a search for the driver of the truck. Transport CS Kipchumba Murkomen, who visited the scene of the accident, said the truck involved in the accident was not locally owned and is registered in Rwanda.
This is huge and very painful to imagine. Remember that this is a transit vehicle. It is assumed that it was going to Rwanda, and so the facts about this vehicle will not only end with the data we collected on our roads, but also we will need support of the neighboring country to give us more information about the status of this vehicle.
The number of casualties could be more because most of those taken to the hospital were in serious condition. Rozongwe, NTV.
Very sad news coming from Kericho County from that accident last night, and we stay on that story where NTV's Ouko Okusa is right now in Kericho County just following up on what is happening. Lots of families right now in somber mood, very many other people injured. Okusa, good afternoon to you. Not a very good afternoon coming from Kericho County. We saw the CS early in the morning at the scene of the accident, but right now I believe families must be, coming to terms with what happened last evening. What do you have to tell us, Okusa? Again, take the question. What are the people of Kericho saying? What are the families saying? I believe it's such a somber mood for the families right now. So, Okusa, what is the situation like right now?
Well, Ibrahim, the situation actually, as you mentioned there, is that of, it's a somber mood kind of. A lot of families have gathered here at the Kericho County Referral Hospital where we are right now. Remember, a total of 19 casualties from this accident were rushed here, and unfortunately 2 succumbed while receiving treatment. That happened early this morning. And of course, there are a lot of families that have still thronging in here just to find out how their relatives are doing. A lot of them, we've come to realize, are actually women. And according to the medical staff here, is that most of the people who are involved in this accident sustained injuries on the lower limbs. So there's a lot of amputation of the lower limbs that have occurred here at the hospital, and of course that has left most of the survivors in pain, in a lot of pain. We managed to meet a man who lost his mother and is looking after the wife who is struggling or who is fighting for her life in one of the wards here. And of course, again, we're made to understand that there were a total of 15 children who are also involved in this accident and perished actually. We are also again made to understand that out of the 14 casualties or survivors who were taken to Nakuru Level 5 Hospital, one succumbed just like an hour ago, and of course now that brings the total number of those who have died so far to 52. Again, maybe just to bring you up to speed is that a total of 33 people are said to have sustained injuries in the accident, and of course they are receiving treatment in various hospitals. We are in Kericho County and of course in Nakuru, as I've mentioned there. We are yet to find out or to establish the fate of the driver of the ill-fated truck, and if there were any other occupants in that particular trailer at the time of the accident. We managed to speak with the commander here, but he says even them, they are yet to establish whether they perished or they are some of the survivors. According to the governor of Kericho County, that is Eric Mutai, 10 bodies have positively been identified. Remember, all the 49 bodies that were recovered from the scene were taken to Londiani Hospital. That is where majority of the bodies are, and he says that they have managed to identify 10, but there is a challenge because most of the bodies there are badly mutilated, they're dismembered, and therefore it's becoming a little difficult to identify them at the speed that maybe some of the relatives here would want, and therefore they are just asking for patience from the affected families to give them time just to go through that process. Again, we're made to understand that there could be a mass that is being organized by the county government here that will happen in a couple of days' time. Again, the governor also mentioned that they will be waiving fees for those who have been affected, and of course the hospital fees, that is, and the mortuary fees. So those are basically some of the updates that we'll give at this particular moment. Of course, we are still out here gathering more. Of course, there's no more search of bodies at the scene. We were there in the morning in Londiani, and rescuers are confident that all those who must have been involved in this accident have been already moved to various facilities for treatment. And of course, those who unfortunately perished have been moved to the mortuaries. Back to you, Ibrahim.
Well, Oko Okusa there, coming to us live from Kericho County, of course, with an update on that particular accident that happened last night. Very terrible news. Okusa adding that the numbers now at 52 after one more person died in Nakuru. But many other people who right now have been injured and in hospitals, and lots of amputation. From that update from Oko Okusa, we pray that those who are injured to have a quick recovery, and we also pray that the numbers don't go beyond what they are. It is very sad as is already.